Okay. So we are on lesson 29, and I will ask who is here today. Zompi, can you read for us the lesson sentence?
Oh, yes. Về haya him imakem về chef etkem el eret av avotekem avotekem.
Very good. You've done very well. So today we want to look at, before we do our sentence, we'll be looking at the Carl affix, that here, or first guttural verbs, and then we look at pronominal suffix when it's paired together with a preposition, and then we look at the hifix affix hollow verb. It has a different presentation from the strong verbs. So we will begin by passing our verb. Who'll pass the verb for us? Who wants to try?
Okay. Let me try.
Okay, Zompi, go for it.
Haya.
Wait, just give me 1 second. Okay,
He yod he
Here,
yod
yod,
he.
he.
Khảo.
Stem is Carl.
Form is affix.
Affix. What is our PGN?
3 MSG.
3 MSG.
Special
Specialty.
feature. Verb conjunction.
It is with an affix. So it is probably.
Conjunction. No.
We have verb conversive and verb.
Conjunction.
When it comes with an affix, what do we call it?
Reversive.
What?
Oh, reversive.
Yes, verb reversive. Okay.
Reversive. Yes.
Okay. So what will be the meaning?
Will future tense? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, future tense.
Okay, but how will we translate it?
He will happen.
Or what? And I've started for you. And
He will happen.
or what is the other meaning of haya?
Happen and
The verb to be.
or to be.
Yeah. And you happen for be. Good. So let's see. So when we translate it, it comes, this is how it will be. So, and he will be, Elohim is God, Imakem. What is Im?
We.
Yeah, but what part of the grammar is it? What part of? Im is a preposition. And so together with a pronominal suffix, this is what pronominal suffix? What person, gender? You have the clue even on the sentence. What is the
Two, two empty. Two, two, two empty.
yeah, it is 2 MPL. We need to remember, I want you to encourage you to memorize the pronominal suffixes because they're very important to know, and to know both type 1 and type 2, and to know when they're combined with a preposition, what happens. When they're combined with a preposition, they are objective. So with you. And so our translation of that phrase is that, and God will be with you. Okay? Actually, what I want to, one of the things I want to tell you, when you're passing a verb, always look at the verbs from the beginning of one verb to the ending of, to the beginning of the next verb. You can break down, if you have a long sentence and you're trying to pass this, to translate this long sentence, break it down into portions so that you're able to do it in small bite sizes. So you first do the, from here like to up to here. So you work on this phrase first, and then now you move to the next one. That way it will make it easier for you to be able to see how the pieces fit together within the sentence and how they work together in the sentence. So when you have this long phrase that you need to to translate, don't look at it as the whole sentence. Try to see how you can break it down, and the best way to do it normally is to break it down before the beginning of at the verbs, where the verbs are, like now from here to here, and then from where this verb begins to the end of that verb. If we had another sentence beginning with a verb somewhere here, then we break it down at that point. So you just work first of all with that phrase, and then move to the next one, and then now you bring them all together. So that way it makes it easier for you to be able to see how to translate that particular portion. Okay, so now we want to, let's pass this one. Who will do it? Who wants to try? Okay. I see. Albert, you look very happy, like you know how what it is. Do you want to try it?
I am I am laughing because nobody wants to analyze the verb.
I think everyone is panicking. You want to try?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um, the verb will be
Better to try and fail than not to try at all.
yes, yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
So
Thank
what
you
is
for
the
the
root?
fail.
Okay, try. What is the root?
The root will be shuv, sheen, shirik, and lit. Okay.
Yeah, and then the
And
stem is?
the stem will be, I think, hefil,
Why do you think it's Hipil?
because that's a hay in front.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Good. Uh-huh.
form will be 3 MSG.
Okay.
Oh, no, form will be affix, right? That's the
Oh,
PGN I said.
PGM.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Form will be affix.
Form is affix.
And then BGN will be free MSG.
What is the
Special
special feature?
feature will be verb reversive. And the meaning will be, and he will return.
Remember, this is Hipil. What did
Yeah.
we say with Hipil?
And you should return. Oh, you have to look for the he
There is an,
feel.
He feel meaning, the first one is what we learned yesterday.
I forgot, to be honest. Someone can help me, please.
Okay.
Um,
Who will help? What is the meaning? You have done very well so far. Sure,
yes,
you
not,
feel
no.
everything is okay. What we need now is just the meaning of what we have passed.
Someone help, please. Come on, guys.
Now you decide who will, you choose somebody to help you.
Okay, let me have a look. I know someone. Okay.
Putting back.
Huh?
Oh, Sharon.
Sharon, what did you say? I didn't hear.
He will bring back.
He will bring back, or he will cause you to return. He will cause to return.
Thank you for my opportunity, Professor
Yeah.
Elevate.
Okay. He will cause to return, or he will bring back. Okay. So that is how we would normally translate that. Note that with the hollow verbs, you see, we only have two. We need to always remember this is you see, this is a hollow verb because we only have two consonants, you know. But this can be very confusing because this is if you see it without knowing that we are studying Hebrew, it can be a bit confusing because normally we should have a different vowel pointing, but when it's in the Hebrew, it is different. We have three classes of hollow verbs. If you remember, we have three classes of hollow verbs. So all of them, we have kum, which has shrek in the middle. We have sim, which has hirek yod or hirek plene. And then we have bo, which has holem plene. Okay? But all of them in the Hebrew stem will take the hirek yod in the middle of the verb, in the middle of the two root letters. Okay, so we need to uh, have an understanding of that one.
Professor, I have a question.
Yeah.
Under the under the hair,
Hey. Mm.
use the hipil stem, 히레. Why here 째래?
Okay, so when we have hollow verbs, with the hollow verbs, with the hollow verbs, the vowel pointing changes. The vowel pointing changes to from hirek to tsere. In fact, let me go to the pointing, let me go to the paradigm itself so you can see it properly. When you have with the hollow verbs, the he comes with the sere, and also with the, wait, let me just get to it. Okay, we see that let's go back first to the Hebrew affix with the strong verbs. In the Hebrew with the strong verbs, we have the hirek, the he with the hirek as the vowel. We have the shewa after the first root letter, and then we have the hirek or hirek plane between we have the hirek plane between the second root letter and the third root letter. This is for strong verbs in the Hebrew affix. Okay, and then we have for the other, for the one first person and second person, we have the hirek, the he with the hirek, the shewa under the first root letter, and then we have pata. Okay, so this is for the strong verbs. Now, when we move to, let's move to the hollow verbs. Now, with the hollow verbs, it is different. In the third person, of Hebrew affix with the hollow verbs, we have the tsere. Okay, tsere under the he prefix. Okay, in the first and second person, we have the composite shewa. Please take note of this. It changes. In the third person, we have the he and the tsere. In the second and first and second person, we have the pata with the shewa. So it changes. Okay, so when we are doing, when we're looking at the, in the Hiffelstein, the, the vowel pointing will change. And even later on, we'll see with gutturals, it becomes segol. With the gutturals, if you have a guttural at the beginning as your first root letter, then we will have segol coming at the, under the he. Okay, this is normally, I think this is normally the way the vowel pointings are, because if you look even at your, I think it is, I don't have it with me, but I think there was something like that in your quiz yesterday, that the ma, which is the interrogative ma, which is for asking what, it came with segol, I think, or is it sere? But it came with a different vowel pointing from what you're used to. Normally, ma would have the kamets after it. Okay, so sometimes when it is paired with when it's joined to another, let's say the first root letter, some of it changes. The vowel pointing also changes. Okay, so in this case, with the hollow verbs, the hair, we have the hair with the sere as the vowel pointing in the third person, and then in the first and second, we have it as the composite. We have the composite pattern as the vowel under the hair. Okay. So regardless of, as I said, we have those three classes, but regardless of the class, whether it is kum, whether it is sim, whether it is the O class of bo, the second root letter will be the hirek plane. We will still have the vowel. You know, we only see this in the sim, in verbs, in the hollow verbs like sim, having the middle, the stem vowel as being hirek and yod, or hirek plane. But now, even for kum, even for bo, we will have the hirek yod in the middle, in the hifil affix, in the middle affix of hollow verbs. Okay. Do you have a question with that? Do you understand that? Okay. So, so we see that, again, just be reminded that in the strong verbs, with the Hifil strong verbs, we have the hair with the here. With the hollow verbs, we have the hair with the tere in the third person and second person. Sorry, in the third person, we have the hair with the tere, and then in the first and second person, we have the composite. Hmm.
Ma'am, what that you said for the first letter under that the segol, that is for yod verb, is it? Segol?
Sometimes when you have gutturals, and I will come to it anyway at some point anyway. So again, just be reminded that with the strong verbs, we have the hirek, the hair, and then the hirek at the bottom in for the as the prefix hair with the hirek, and in the hollow verbs, we have the tsere. We have two possibilities: the tsere and the composite shewa. Okay. So in hollow verbs, in every PGN, the characteristic Hifil stem vowel, the hirek plane, will appear in the place of the verb's middle root letter. That's what I was saying. And so we will see it in the middle of the verb, as you have seen with the verb we have just looked at. So all third person forms have the tsere under the hep, and then for the second and first person, we have the composite pattern. And then please take note of this. In the second person, in the first and second person, we have a linking Holem plane. Please take note of that there is a Holem plane here. Can you see? In the first and second person. between the affix between the affix pronoun and the between the affix pronoun and the between the affix pronoun and the word and the last root letter, root consonant, root consonant. So please take note of that. And then we have Hirek under the first root letter in every PGN. Here, you can see under every first root letter, we have the Hirek. In all the PGN. In every PGN, we have the Hirek under the first root letter. Okay. So this is a comparison between the prefix, affix, hollow verb, and the strong verbs. So this is how it appears. We can see the difference again. We can compare the two now. We see that we have the he again with the hirek, and we have the he with the tsere. So can you see the differences between the two? So you can just memorize that particular, you can look at it and compare the two and see the differences between the two of them. And then let's look at this. This is about came, about take came. This is
Professor, I just want to ask if there is a variation on the translation from the previous table.
sorry, I can't hear.
If there is a variation on the translation and the meaning of the hollow in the strong verbs based on the vowel pointing.
No, there is no variation in meaning. It's just that because these are hollow verbs and that's a strong verb, it's just the vowel pointing differentiates between the strong verbs and the hollow verbs in the Hebrew stem. But the meaning remains the same because we find the meaning through the stem of the verb.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so that doesn't change. It remains the same.
So, ma'am, for hipil also, if we have like a affix plus like verb, then it be verb reversive, just like the call stem is the same.
Yes, yes. It's just the same. Yeah. So when you have so when you have call affix, when you have PL affix, when you have hifil affix, and then we'll be learning I think 4 other stems. When you have the verb with the affix form, it is verb reversive. As long as the form is affix and you have the verb and you're dealing with a verb, then it will be a verb reversive. You understanding, Phineas?
I couldn't. Why because stop a little bit, so I couldn't understand.
Okay, I'm
so
saying.
So you mean that if it's prefix and verb, then it would be verb conversive, just like the same like a car. The only translation is it would be just the hippium.
Yes. So
okay,
you see, because you remember even in the PL stem, it was the same. When you have a verb with a PL affix, it's verb reversive. If you have a verb within the PL stem, but it has a prefix pronoun, it will be a verb conversive. So the stem doesn't change anything, no. So as long as you have an affix and you have a verb, then that is a verb reversive. So it is the form that will explain it. But the stem just helps us to be able to understand the meaning of how to translate the meaning of the verb. You see, because the meaning in Carl and the meaning of Pierre and the meaning of Hifil is different. So the stem helps us to understand the meaning, how to translate the meaning of the verb. And then the form will help us know, is it past tense, is it an imperative, is it a command, is it a participle, is it like what kind of action is happening? Is it past, present, future, you know? So that's how what the form helps us with. Okay? Does that
How
answer your
about in the
question, Senior?
special feature, Professor?
Huh?
How about in the special feature for HIPIL?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to put like if there is a affix or prefix and it's
Yes,
in the HIPIL form, and then we still put the uh, special features in the analysis?
yes. That's like we did here.
Okay.
Yeah. So just as we did here, we had the root, we had the stem, the form, everything just works together. The only difference is that, I mean, it's just the same way we have Carl, the same way we have PL, and now we have Hefel. Everything just works the same. Nothing changes. It's just the meaning of the verb that now changes. Because like we said, the meaning of Hefel is now cause to do something or make to do something, you know. So that is the only thing that changes the meaning of the verb. But you can have he feel affix, he feel prefix, he feel imperative, he feel infinitive construct, he feel, you know, we still also have all those in the he feel stem. So
Mm,
that's you understanding that?
yes. So we are going to indicate on the form like HIPIL affix, HIPIL
Yes,
prefix.
yes.
Um, yeah, I got wrong from my previous assignment. I didn't put it. I just put HIPIL.
Oh no, you have to put everything else like how you do it with how you do it with the other verbs, with Carl, how you do it with Pierre. It has a root, it has a stem, it has form, PGN, special feature, and the meaning. Okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the form I just put HIPIL. I didn't put HIPIL affix.
And let me just remind you that this is not the hair in the hair in the hair here is not a special feature. It is part of the verb. Just the way you have yod, tav, aleph, sorry, aleph and nun. No, sorry, that's not, yeah, that the way they come together, you know. So we normally don't put them in the special feature, okay? Yod, tab, aleph, nun, it's just part of the verb, okay? So don't put hair in the special feature. But if the hair comes with a verb, and the interrogative hair comes with a verb, you must put the interrogative hair in the special features box. I don't know that you know that, but when you have the hair, interrogative hair, that must be put attached to a verb. It must be put in the special features for box. Okay, and it must be reflected in the meaning of that verb. Do you have another question?
How do we put that? It's like interrogative, like
Yeah,
the special.
you
Okay.
just put interrogative hair. Okay, so we are looking at this, the nouns. Let's look at this. So this looks more like in fact I think it was Amos who was asking me. This is a masculine. This is a avot. Avot is a is fathers. Okay, this is a plural of father. Avot is actually a masculine verb, sorry, noun, but in the plural form, it takes on the feminine endings. So you have to be careful with this. That there are some verbs, not so many. There's some nouns, but not so many of them. A few nouns have they will take a different, like they could be feminine and then they're feminine nouns, but in their plural form, they would almost look like masculine plural. Or they could be masculine nouns, but in their plural form, they look almost like feminine nouns. So you have to be very careful with them when you're translating, because sometimes we look at the gender to see, okay, how is it? Are they agreeing with each other on something? You need to remember that this is how the avert presents itself. It looks like it's a masculine verb, noun, but in the plural form, it takes on the feminine ending. So nouns which end with oath, nouns using oath as plurals, they frequently have an extra yod, as we see here. They usually have an extra yod between the noun and the pronoun suffix, or the, in this case, this is the pronominal suffix. Okay, so we will have the yod coming in between, and that's why it comes like this. Ebotekem. That's why it's ebotekem. So you have to break it down and see, okay, what components do I have? So I have av. Why is there? Why is this there? You see, now we have the holem, and sometimes the holem will come not as a holem plene, but as a holem defectiva. Are you seeing? Can you see that the holem is there? So we do not have it as the holem plene, but it comes as the holem defectiva. Okay, and then with the tab, and then the yod also, and then the pronominal suffix, the pronoun suffix that comes with it. Okay, so when you have a noun like this, try and break it down and see, what do I know of this noun, and see what, like if you see there's an ending there, and then maybe cut off the ending and then see what word is this. Then you'll be able to know how to translate it. Because sometimes when it comes like this, you may not be sure exactly what it is. So try and break down the word, have the breakdown and see, okay, then this looks like a pronominal suffix. Then why do I have, what is this in the middle? And then what do I have at the beginning? Okay, and then as you look at it, think of your vocabulary and see what could this be. So that's how we're able to translate it. So in this case, so we translate it as your fathers. And so our final translation is, who will read for us? Jim, can you read for us? You are muted. Read for us the sentence and our final translation.
And God will be with you, and
No,
He will bring you back to the.
Read the Hebrew translation first. Read the Hebrew.
Vahaya Elohim Ameka Vaheshaya.
Sorry, read this one again.
Ameka.
Look at the vowel pointing under the I.
Imeka.
Look at the vowel. Look at the vowel pointing under the mem.
Kamat. Imeka.
Actually, it's imakem. This is a negation. This is doubled. So imakem.
Imakem. Vahashayab.
Yes.
Atikem. Al. Ara. El Eren. Abot.
Wait, here. El.
El Eren. Is that how it's pronounced?
No.
El Eren.
Erects.
El Erect.
This is Sade. Erects. This is Sade. Final form of Sade.
Abo Teokem.
Okay. So read the English translation.
And God will be with you, and He will bring you back to the land of your fathers.
Yes,
but God shall be with you and bring you again unto the land of your fathers. But God will be with you and take you back to the land of your fathers.
Okay. So later on, we find out that as we do our translation, for now, we will just keep it to and, but later on, we'll be able to translate it, the verb as but or then, and other ways of translating it. So we have 4 uses of hair. I want us to look at the 4 uses of hair. Please take note of this, of what we are doing right now, and take note of these 4 uses, and I want you to memorize them and understand them. So the first one is hair can be a first root letter, like we saw in haya. It can be the first root letter. It can be hair at the beginning of a word can be the first root letter, like we saw in haya. It can be the definite article, where we have the pata and the dagesh. And then it can be hifil affix preformative. And this, so far we have seen, it can have the hirek, the tsere, or the composite pata. Okay? And then we have the interrogative hair. So when you see hair in the beginning of a word, you must ask yourself, is this hair the first root letter? Is it the definite, is it a definite article? Is it a hifil affix preformative, or is it the interrogative hair? Okay? And I said to you, in hifil first dactyls, the preformative hair can be pointed with the segol. Okay? So it would have the segol. So here we've seen already, we've seen it with the hirek, we've seen it with the sere, we've seen it with the composite pata, but when it comes to gutturals, it will have segol at the bottom. Okay? So please take note of that. Okay, we're going to do an exercise. How many are we? 1, 2, 11. There's 11 of us today. So here we have, these are from 3 verbs. And everyone is going to do one. We are going to pass these verbs. So they are from Yashav, Shuv, and Shaba. So these words are from, these are the Yashav, meaning to dwell, Shuv, to return and turn back, Shaba, which means to capture. Shaba means to capture. Shaba means to capture. Okay. So now we are going to do, let me see. Maybe I use my class list to do it. So we will start with Amos.
Yes.
Can you pass the first one? This one?
The first one is Yashav.
Yashav.
Yashav, this is cow, affix, root. Root, it is like a yod, shin, bet. Okay, and stem, it is cow, and the form, affix, and the special feature noun, PGN, PGN 3MSG, and the meaning to sit. He sat, sorry. He sat, sorry. Should be past tense. Yeah, he sat.
Yes, past tense. Okay. Okay, then I'm using the classes. Romero, this one. It has 3 possibilities. So it has 3 possibilities. You're going to do one, and then somebody else will do what? It has 3 possibilities. I mean 2 possibilities, sorry.
Okay, Shabbat.
What is the root?
Kal.
Wait, what is the root?
shin,
Mm-hmm.
vav, and bet. Vo. Vav and vo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he feel
Look at it properly.
atta.
Okay, let me give you a clue.
He
All these are in Carl stem.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Kal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
It can appear in two forms.
it can be affix
Mm-hmm.
and 3MSG
Mm-hmm.
and verb reversive.
Can you see above reversive?
I think
This is what
the
we are.
vo at the middle. It's not considered. No, no. It
This
should
is
be in
what
the.
this is what you're passing.
Okay.
Mm.
So I think there is no special feature.
No special feature. Mm-hmm.
Mm. And translation is affix. He will bring.
Mm-hmm.
He will bring. Return.
He will. What does shuv
Will
mean?
return.
Hmm?
He will bring back.
Okay, look at the tense. Do we have, this is in the affix form. How do we translate a verb in the affix form? Without a verb reversing.
He return.
Yes, he returned. Okay. Um, Sharon, the third one. Number one, the third one. Sharon,
Yes.
number
Yeah.
one, the third one, this one.
Shaba.
Yeah.
Shaba.
What is the root? Okay, for Shaba, we have, I want you to know, Shaba, I will help you here. Shaba has three possibilities. We are using one of the, it could be one of these verbs. Yashav, Shuv, and Shaba could be the verb that we are passing. So what is Shaba? What root stem form is Shaba?
Shin. Bet. He.
Shin, Bet,
Bet.
He,
He. Kal stem.
Kal stem,
Affix form.
X form,
3MSG.
3MSG,
No special feature.
no special
Shaba.
feature. Shaba means to capture. Sorry,
Capture.
to capture, yeah.
So,
So what's how do,
he captured.
yes, he captured. Okay. What is the other? This could be something else. So what do you think it could be? Somebody else will do that. Phineas, there is another possibility for this verb. For this, what we are analyzing, the verb we are analyzing, Shabbat. What do you think it could be?
Mm, not sure.
Look at these verbs that we have here. It could be a form of one of these verbs. We have already seen that it is Shabbat. It is a Carl affix 3ms of Shabbat.
Yes.
What else could it be? As we look at these verbs that we have,
Oh,
Okay, think of the affix form of these verbs.
Okay. Uh, sh shuv, ma'am.
Okay, very good. At least you're on the right, you're on a good start. Shuv.
Cow.
If you have your textbook, you can look. The verb chart may be able to help you. Shuv, stem is
Ma'am, I couldn't hear a while back. Would you please
yeah, I'm
say once
saying
again?
you're correct. So far, so good. Shuv. The stem is
Yes. So stem. Oh, cow.
cow.
Let's see. Shuv. Form. Shuv. Affix.
Affix.
Shuv.
PGN.
Sha. X3. Let's see.
Look at the, let me give you a clue. Look at the affix pronoun. You said this is affix. That is PGN for?
Affix. Three FS. Three FSG, ma'am.
3FSG. Good. Special feature?
None, ma'am.
None. Meaning?
Should. 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 Return. Should return. She returned.
Good. She returned. Very good. She returned. Okay. It also has another. It also has another. Can be passed in another way. There's another third possibility. What could it be?
Shall.
This okay. Who will do it? Okay, Jim. There's another possibility. Normally, let me give you a clue. There are some verbs where the affix has another possibility. When you have the affix can look like another form. So that second form is what we are looking for. So we just had the affix of shoe. And so there's another form.
It adds to the affix.
Let me see. Wait. Let me see the page. I give you the page so that you guys can also look at it to be able to help you.
I think this is a revised. I think it's not in the book.
Huh?
It's not in the book.
No, it's not in the book, but there is a form that is similar to. You see, we have like different classes of how to use the verb chart. Also, we have different classes. So if it has a shrek in the middle, it follows the same pattern. If it has a hirek plane, it follows the same pattern. If it has holem plane, it will follow the same pattern, even if the words are different. So that is how you use the verb charts. So in this case, we have kum, page 440. So when we have, what form is similar in the affix and then it has another form that is similar to it, and the two are ambiguous, they can confuse you.
Is it participle?
Yes. So what is the root?
Participle, it is Shaba is not the root.
We just did the affix. of the, just a few minutes ago, we did the affix.
So the thing is participle, right?
Yes.
Is that right? Oh.
The form is
So,
participle, but what is the root?
I give up, Eloia. I think I was thinking the same thing. You know, it goes with the Shabbat.
Okay.
But
Does anybody know what the root letters would be?
is that not right?
Shaba?
Yeah.
No, it is shuv.
Yeah, same as before.
Yeah, same as before. So we have shuv. And what is the stem?
Now,
Cow. And then this is a participle form.
participle,
What is the PGN?
feminine singular.
MSG.
Feminine singular.
No, look at it. We are working with shab.
Yeah.
What is the
Feminine singular.
feminine singular? I thought you said masculine singular. No person. Special feature?
None.
None. Meaning this is a participle.
She is returning.
No.
Yeah.
Participle, you only add ing.
ING.
But the context will tell you again whether that now, because it is in the feminine singular, when you are looking at it in the context of a sentence, you will know who is returning, you know, because it's whether there's a feminine subject of the verb, so that you can be the verb can be paired with that subject. So that is how it will be helpful to you. Okay, let's move to Samson. Are you able to do?
Yeah.
Okay, can you do this one? Number 2, this one?
Oh, how come you give me the hard one?
blame it on the fact that you're almost the 8th person on the list.
Okay. So Shaviti. Shaviti.
Okay, take note. Let me help you. Take note of everything that is on all the consonants, all the vowels on the verb.
Mm.
Yeah, look at them very carefully. That should be helpful to you.
And you said everything is going to be called on this exercise, yeah?
Huh? Yeah,
You
I
said
hope so.
everything is going to be called.
Yeah,
Okay. So one answer is correct so far.
So far so good. Name is Carl.
Is it? Do I look at it almost like the way we would look at the Hifil stuff? How they have the Shirek yacht?
Yeah, there is a form we learned just I think in lesson 26 last week, which normally has the Hirek Yod replacing something.
Okay.
Yeah. So look at the 3. We have Yashav, we have Shuv, and we have Shabbat.
I think it's Shavat.
Shabbat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait. What is it?
Are you sure?
Shava?
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. I'm not sure. Can I ask for help or no?
No.
Or not yet?
Maybe for the think a little bit, and then what verb becomes okay? We have the shin, we have the vet, and then we have the hirek yod, and then this is affix pronoun. So this is what you have as your root. So
Okay, I'm thinking Shuv.
no.
No? Okay.
You anyway, The first one you said was correct. It's just that you were not confident.
Oh, okay. So Shava,
Okay,
Shava.
let me explain something here before we move on. With the third hair, you remember what we said about third hair verbs? In the
Yeah.
affix form, they normally sometimes will change, this will be replaced. The hair will be replaced with the hirek yod.
Oh,
Yes, in the
okay.
third hair verbs. And then in the, you see, in the 3 ms of third hair verbs, it remains the same. There is no change like we see here, okay? The hair is still there, but this hair is not the root letter, but part of a vowel, commits hair.
Okay.
And then we have the in the third feminine singular of third hair verbs, we have the hair being replaced with the tav. In
Okay.
the 3CP, the hair disappears, and so we don't have the hair disappears, and we have the u instead of the hair. I mean, the hair is not there, so we don't have the who here, but we have the hair disappearing, and then we have the u. Okay.
Okay.
So in the other persons, the hair, first and second person, the hair is replaced with the hierarchy. Third hair verbs. Okay. So let's continue.
Okay.
What is the form?
Form affix. Okay.
Affix, PGN.
Oh man, not so it's not 3 MSG, yeah.
This is T,
T
the ending affix pronouns.
T
Tav, Hirek, Yod.
O.
What?
Oh, uh, one CPL.
One CPL?
Oh no, I think that's wrong.
You're correct. It is one. It is the first
Oh
person.
yeah, that's the one. One CPL.
No.
No.
What? This is first
Oh,
person.
first person common singular.
Yes. First person common
Oh,
singular. Special feature?
special feature none.
Meaning?
Oh no.
Oh, you have a
Oh,
special feature?
oh no. Sorry. No special
Meaning?
feature.
Meaning?
Meaning. Oh, what is Shava again? I forgot what Shava
It
means.
means to capture.
Capture.
Ah.
Okay. One CSG. One CSG. I captured.
Good. I captured.
Oh, okay.
That is it. All right. So Zombie, the next one. This one.
Shuf.
Wait a minute. Let me just clean up. Sorry. Okay. Okay. You said what?
Shuf
Shoes.
and cow.
Hmm?
Shuf cow. Affix
Hmm? Affix.
and
PGN.
one CSG.
One CS. Special feature.
None.
Meaning
I return.
I returned.
Then
I?
I return. Past tense.
Okay. I returned. Okay. Albert, the next one.
Oh, I thought I finished my turn.
Oh, did you do?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Kana. This one. Is Kana here?
I think she's absent.
Okay, I cannot see. Oh, I think she came out.
No,
Okay.
she is here. She is here.
I cannot see her.
She just left.
Oh, okay. She left after I asked the question.
No, I think she's having a trouble with the internet. Yeah,
with the internet. Okay,
Yes.
Steven.
I am going to have the trouble with internet soon.
No, don't even think it. Don't even think it. Okay.
I think our class is a little bit boring because Effo's not here.
Who? Oh, yeah, today she didn't show up. Okay. Steven, before your internet goes off.
Yashav,
Mm-hmm.
Carl, Afich,
Uh-huh.
Atatuti,
I like that.
One first C common and singular.
Okay, one CS. Mm-hmm. Special feature?
None.
Mm-hmm.
None.
Meaning?
Meaning is I capture, right?
No, Yashav.
Yes, I dwell.
Yeah, I dwelt. Good. Okay, next is Emmy.
Sorry, which one?
Number 3, the first one.
Let me see. Okay.
Wait. Let me just clean up as you think. Let me give you a few minutes to think also as I clean up.
Yep.
Okay, so what is the...
Yashav.
Yashav. Stem.
Carl.
Carl. Form.
Affix.
Affix. PGN.
CFSG.
CFSG. Special feature?
No.
No. What does it mean?
She dwelt.
She dwelt. Good. Okay. Next is, I think James. You're the only one who hasn't done yet. Do the next one. Shevitem.
Me?
Yep. This one.
Okay, it's Java.
Wait, just 1 minute. I undo. Okay.
Java. Carl affix.
Java. Carl. Affix.
Affix. Yes. To MPL.
To MPL.
No special feature.
Meaning?
You capture.
You captured. Good. I think everybody has done. Yeah. Okay. I just want to say something. When we are passing our verbs, sometimes during like translation or during particularly the translation quizzes, if you do, or even, actually during the translation quizzes, you may not know what the root is sometimes, or you may not know what the stem is or the form. Please don't leave it blank. Don't leave it blank, even if you have no idea of what it is. At least try to guess, even if you guess, because when we are passing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, these are 8 points, So sometimes even if you just write 1 CS, it may be wrong, the 1 and the C may be wrong, but the singular, I will give you a mark, you see. So when you're passing the verbs, please don't leave them blank. You might guess, you have 3 guesses. It could be Carl, it could be Pierre, it could be Hifil in terms of the stem, you see. So it's better you put a guess and try to figure out what could it maybe, just maybe be, okay, than leaving it blank. So I want to encourage you, don't leave your, the passing when you're passing verbs, or even if you don't know the verb, or even if you don't know what you're dealing with or what it is, just try to guess what could it be like, what could it look like, and just fill in the blanks, okay? This I would even want to encourage you, not only for Hebrew, even for your exams. Never leave anything blank. Sometimes in your writings and in your saying whatever it is you're saying, you could just maybe be half right. So it's better to get 1 or 2 out of 5 than to get nothing because you left it blank. Okay? So I just want to encourage you, when you're passing, don't leave anything blank. Even if you're stuck completely and you're just thinking, I have no idea whatsoever what this is all about. Okay? Don't leave it blank. Try and see what could it be, and try and feel something and put in something.